Terima kasih saya ucapkan kepada saudara pengurusi majlis yang saya hormati, yang amat berhormat Tuan Menteri Pulau Pinang, saudara Lim Guan Eng, yang hadir malam ini saudara Lim Kit Siang, dan juga saudara Tony Pua, saudari Henayo selaku Speaker Dewan Undangan Negeri Selangor, semua yang berhormat yang hadir. Datuk Zaid is also here with us. Thanks for being here with us. And friends, thank you very much for attending this dinner tonight in support of Lim Guan Eng. Kepada saya sebagai ahli parlimen, memang saya sering kali sebut bahawa tugas kita sebagai ahli parlimen itu berat. Maknanya bila kita ke parlimen, kita ada tanggungjawab untuk pastikan bahawa apa yang dikemukakan di situ dari segi hujah dan sebagainya memang perlu bernas, dan disitulah tempatnya di mana kita menuntut untuk penjelasan. Ladies and gentlemen, I always say, as a member of parliament, it is not easy, responsibility heavy. We go to parliament, and it is there that we expect to put up arguments, and of course, we expect responses. Tetapi sebagai seorang ahli parlimen yang perlu baca surat khabar, berkenaan dengan perkara yang berlaku di United States, untuk mendapat gambaran yang benar, gambaran yang lain berkenaan dengan apa yang berlaku dalam negara ini. For a member of parliament to have to read the news, to look at America and to find out from them what is happening in this country, I think it gives us a sense of shame. Kami masih ingat lagi masa mulanya isu berkenaan dengan wang besar dalam akaun seseorang itu. Kami masih ingat. Dan masa itu apa berlaku? Masa itu dikatakan perkara ini serius, oleh itu kami akan tubuhkan satu special task force. I think all of you here remember when this issue first came about. It was acknowledged as a serious issue, so much so that the Prime Minister at that point of time said it is necessary for there to be a committee consisting of the top leaders or the heads of departments of 4 different divisions in this country. Who are they? The IGP, the head of MACC, the head of Bank Negara, and of course we have the then Attorney General Tan Sri Abdul Ghani Patel. Why? Because 2.6 billion, they said at that point in time, big money. Big money, therefore a lot of work required, cooperation among different departments so that they can find out, they can trace the origins of this money, so that they can give us a report which will clarify the position. Ini bukan pihak-pihak yang kecil. Ini ketua-ketua bahagian siasatan dalam jabatan-jabatan yang sangat besar di Malaysia. Polis kita ada, SPRM kita ada, Bank Negara kita ada, Jabatan Peguam Negara kita ada. Masa itu saya masih ingat lagi bahawa saya selaku ahli parlimen, saya bangkit, saya tanya, kenapa perlu kita satu special task force? Dan ini jawapannya diberikan, biar mereka diberikan masa supaya mereka boleh siasat dengan mendalam, supaya mereka boleh balik kepada rakyat dengan menunjukkan secara terperinci bagaimana wang itu termasuk dalam akaun orang tertentu itu. So we have the 4 heads of departments. They sit together for 6 months. And after that they say to us that this money is the proceeds of a donation. Donation. And I think all Malaysians at that point of time had reasons to doubt that. And of course, those doubts were even reinforced, more reinforced, when we had someone from the MACC. We remember at that time Lim Chi Wee, Lim Guan Eng came up with a statement, interesting statement, whereby he asked the AG. At that time, Gani Patel was removed, and we had a new AG, the current AG, Tan Sri Apandi Ali. The question asked was this: was there assistance given? An application made for mutual assistance? Maknanya bila kita ada satu kesalahan yang berlaku di luar negara, untuk kita dapat tahu secara terperinci apakah yang berlaku, daripada mana wang itu datang, kita kena minta bantuan daripada polis atau pihak penguasa di negara-negara itu. So for example, if you have a case here, and the lawyers in this room will tell you, the police have the power in this country. The officers of MACC, they have the power of in this country. They can go into banks, they can demand for bank statements. They are the people who can seek documents and they get them. But they cannot go overseas. They cannot go overseas, walk into a bank or financial institutions and ask for documents. But there is a procedure. There is a procedure for this, and this procedure is known as mutual legal assistance. Jadi apa yang berbangkit adalah ini, soalan daripada Lim Guan Eng. Lim Guan Eng menyatakan bahawa bila ada permohonan dibuat untuk mutual assistance, permohonan itu ditolak. Now the question we all ask is this: kalau wang itu datangnya daripada luar negara, dan satu keputusan dibuat di negara ini berkenaan dengan daripada mana wang itu datang, sudah semestinya kita perlukan bantuan dari segi mutual assistance untuk menentusahkan daripada dokumen-dokumen negara lain, untuk mengesahkan daripada mana sumber wang ini. In this case, in order to ascertain the truth of the fact, be it a donation or otherwise, we have to look at the documents, the money trail from overseas. So this concern raised by Lim Guan Eng, I mean, when we say it, reports will be lodged against us, action taken, and so forth. But this is not me. This is not Gobind Singh. This is not the DAP saying it. This is a member of MACC itself. MACC, of course, in charge of documentation at that point of time. Their duty to go out there and find the documents so that they can come up with the money trail. Was there assistance? Tada. Tada, according to Lim Guan Eng. And I think this is something we need the Attorney General to confirm. Tan Sri Apandi Ali must tell us now, is it true that he refused mutual assistance when an application was made? Because now, when you see the documentary evidence produced in America, we see the detailed presentation by the Attorney General there. And this presentation is a presentation based on documentation. Documentation that they, there in America, were able to obtain. So if Malaysia did not do that, and Malaysia does not have documents, then how do we in Malaysia dispute that? Because we didn't do it. Jadi itu persoalan yang saya nak tanya. Tan Sri Abu Kasim, he is now an outgoing head of MACC. But I think before he goes, he should tell Malaysia and all of us, is it true that mutual assistance was refused? Number one, if mutual assistance was refused, then what does the MACC have to say about the findings and now the presentation of the Department of Justice in the US? What does the MACC say? This is an institution created by us here in Malaysia for the purpose of battling corruption. But we look at US, they have a completely different money trail, and we have a donation. So which is which? So this is where, ladies and gentlemen, we look at it and we ask ourselves, kita sebagai rakyat Malaysia, do we have to stand here in this country and wait for other countries to investigate the problems that concern us and then look to those countries so that they can resolve it? This is what is happening here. Can you imagine? Saya pun tak tahu nak cakap macam mana. Saudara Ahmad Sabu tadi kata, kalau nak cari bukti kecil boleh, 2.6 billion susah nak cari. Azmin also said it. But I think now we are not just looking at 2.6 billion. The money is secondary. Now we can't even find the individual that is responsible for this money. Kerana disebut bahawa this one, or let's put it the other way around, this Malaysian official one, Till today, tidak ada seorang yang berdiri menyatakan, yes, I am Malaysian official one. Till today, no denial by Malaysian official one. This is becoming Malaysian official secret number one, because they do not want to tell us who he is. We as Malaysians have to sit back, look at it, listen to these barisan national ministers who say, oh, not name what? Tidak dinamakan. Kalau tidak dinamakan maknanya tak apalah. Kalau tanya siapa ahli parlimen Puchong, saya rasa orang tahu siapa dia, tak payah kita sebut nama dia. He is standing here. Kalau tanya siapa ketua menteri Pulau Pinang, semua orang tahu, tak payah sebut nama. Kalau tanya siapa ketua menteri-menteri besar di Selangor, orang tahu. Tapi bila tanya siapa orang ini Malaysian official one, semua orang dalam barisan nasional tak tahu. That's why I say this is becoming Malaysian official secret number one. Well, let us put it this way. Kalau mereka tak tahu siapa Malaysian official one, saya nak tanya rakyat Malaysia di sini sekarang. You tell me, who is Malaysian official one? Who is Malaysian official one? They cannot hear you in Putrajaya. You have to shout louder. Who is Malaysian official one? Mungkin ada reporter di sini, bagi tahu lah sama Peguam Negara, bagi tahu sama Saleh Keruak, mungkin dia orang nak tahu. But this is where kita sebagai ahli parlimen, bila kita lihat keadaan macam ni, kita lihat kepada keadaan yang mendesak. Saya baca tadi, saya di parlimen, saya di Puchong, acara hari raya, saya bagi tahu berkenaan dengan apa yang digunakan. Money used to buy aircraft, $100 million gift. Was it gift? Anybody here got $100 million gift? You please put up your hand. Paintings, art. Of course, art is an investment. If you ask Tony Poa, he will tell you it's an investment. But when you talk about these large sums of money, yang bangkitkan isu ini di Malaysia, yang lawan untuk isu ini, apa berlaku? Kita dalam pembangkang, kita lihat bagaimana disaman Tony Poa in court over this issue. Kita lihat bagaimana dibawa berkenaan dengan kes-kes lain, tapi bersangkutan dituduh di mahkamah. Rafizi Ramli, tomorrow morning his trial under OASA in court. Pemimpin-pemimpin yang bawa ini, kes ini, diambil tindakan. As a lawyer, I'm in court almost every day defending them. But that's our job, because we will fight. We are not going to give up. But the point is, sebagai rakyat Malaysia, kita lihat kepada apa yang berlaku. Kita tanya soalan sekarang. How did the four heads of this country who sat together in one room at one table for months investigating one account, how did they miss out all the facts that now we see in US? You tell me. So Dato' Ambiga says it's the whole cabinet that must resign. I think after listening to me tonight, I think there's more than just the cabinet that must resign. A lot of people in this country must ask themselves, what happened to this investigation? Dan persoalan yang lebih penting dari segi undang-undang, Malaysian official one, dia kena faham, in America, a claim has been filed. I'm not sure, but I checked this now, and I stand corrected. But it appears that there will be a trial. There will be a hearing. Dan dalam perbicaraan ini, evidence will be led, in which allegations will be made, proof will be led. Are we as Malaysians going to just sit here in Malaysia and watch a trial going on in America to find answers to the problems that we face? Why is our Prime Minister remaining silent? Why? And this is where kita tanya sebagai rakyat Malaysia, what can we do? brazen, blatant, obvious. We have got an Attorney General. I think all of you here will agree with me that this Attorney General must answer. He must tell us now, in light of the findings of the DOJ, Department of Justice in the US, what does he have to say? Ladies and gentlemen, dalam negara ini kita ada perlembagaan. We have a constitution, and the Attorney General is given powers that are huge, immense powers. In fact, the Attorney General can prefer charges against people which upon conviction carry the death penalty. Di bawah perlembagaan persekutuan, peguam negara diberi kuasa untuk mendakwa. Dan beliau boleh mendakwa untuk pertuduhan-pertuduhan yang membawa kesan yang sungguh berat, sehingga tahap hukuman gantung sampai mati. That is how powerful he is. Kita sebagai rakyat Malaysia, when we look at the Attorney General, we expect answers when questions like this arise. So ini menjadi sebab atas mana apabila kita semua berkumpul malam ini, kita lihat Lim Guan Eng ada kes. Memang kes itu kita akan lawan. We will fight it. But we have to look at the other issue, the bigger angle. Apa yang berlaku berkenaan dengan MDB ini? Perkara yang kita sebagai rakyat kena fikir. Saya rasa semua di rakyat sekarang rasa bahawa kita sebagai rakyat Malaysia dibebankan. I'm not going to go into this. Earlier, I'm sure other speakers would have spoken. You got the GST and you got all of that. Tapi dalam sesi parlimen yang akan datang, I think in the coming session of parliament, we in Pakatan Rakyat, Pakatan Harapan, even past IC, we see what Hadi is saying. Of course, difference between what Hadi is saying and Tuan Ibrahim, but I'm not going to go into that because of want of time. Guan Eng is going to speak after this. But we in Pakatan, we must demand answers in parliament. Kita perlu tegas dalam parlimen. We must make sure that we call for the resignation of a few people. Here in this room, I will ask this question before I round off. How many of you here think that the Prime Minister should respond and answer questions as to where the 2.6 billion came from? Put your hands up. How many of you here think that the Prime Minister should take responsibility for it? Put your hands up. How many of you here think that the Attorney General should take responsibility for it as well? Put your hands up. Everyone here thinks that way. Everyone, everywhere I go, thinks that way. We must demand for answers. And I can tell you this, as a leader in Pakatan Harapan, I give you my full assurance here, ladies and gentlemen, tonight. We will fight this battle till the end. This is a battle about our country. This is a battle about our future. This is a battle about Malaysia. And we will fight for the people and hope that we will win. And your support, ladies and gentlemen, gives us immense hope. And thank you very much for all of you who are here tonight to give us that support. Lim Guan Eng, you are here with us tonight. Let me reassure you. I mean, I'm your lawyer. I'm sure I assure you all the time, and I hope you're assured. But people everywhere support you. There is certainly solidarity with Lim Guan Eng. Thank you very much. Romanari Wanakam, Siasa Niman.